So you're probably stuck in a loop and have not been making any sales online. In this video, I will help you understand why you're not making any sales, why you need an audience that is hungry to buy from you, how to build an audience, the art of closing a sale. So firstly, let's talk about why you're not making any sales. Now, back in 2022, whenever I started my affiliate marketing journey, I spent 6 months not making any sale. Now, for some people, after 1 week, they quit, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but I spent 6 months. Why didn't I quit? The reason why I didn't quit was because I asked myself a question. I said, why have I stayed for 6 months in this business not making any sales? There must be a reason, there must be something. So I learned that I've been making so many mistakes. Yes, I got an affiliate course, okay, which is a good thing. But after learning that affiliate course for like 2 to 3 times and implementing what I was taught, I felt like that was the end of everything. I didn't feel like I needed to learn anything more. Okay, so I took time and I sat back and recalculated myself and like, okay, what am I getting wrong? I found out that I was just making direct sales to people. People get irritated by that. People don't want to be sold to immediately. Okay, I got to understand that you need to create value. Okay, give out value. You have to give out stuff, free content to people. So when you do that, you build an audience that is ready to buy from you, an audience that will know, like, and trust you. But if you're just throwing stuff at them, saying, come on, buy, they're gonna get irritated. And in that process, most of them blocked me. Some of them told me not to send them messages again. Stuff like that. And my WhatsApp, because I use WhatsApp marketing, my WhatsApp view dropped because that was what the mistake I was making. Alright? So when I started affiliate marketing in that first 6 months, I spent about 60,000 on Facebook ads because I felt like I've learned all they need to learn on Facebook advertising from the course. And by the time I launched an ad campaign, I got only old people coming in. It was very, very terrible. I was like, what is this? What's happening? I didn't make any sale in that 6 months. But later on, when I figured out all my mistakes, I made back the money I spent on the affiliate course and I made 10 times more, right, in the forthcoming months. So the thing is that you have to be patient. When you join an affiliate program, it's good that you get an affiliate course, okay? So learn everything they give to you, implement it, and then don't just do everything that they say you should do. Watch out, because sometimes you may be making a mistake and you don't know you're making a mistake. So that's why some people make it on the first week, some people make it in the second week, some people make it in the first month, and some people make it after 6 months, some people make it after a year, some people drop it for 2 years and come back to it and then they make it, some people drop it for 4 years and then come back to it and then make it. I've seen all kinds of affiliate marketers who have done so many stuff, right? And it's advisable for me, if you have a job currently, don't leave your job. If you've not been making solid money through affiliate marketing, don't leave your job, okay, just yet. When you see that you've cracked the code and you have a system that is bringing you twice the amount your job is paying you, then you can decide to consider leaving your job and take it as a full-time business. Or, after taking it as a full-time business, you can invest in other stuff like maybe real estate or whatever it is to grow your money, because money needs to grow, okay? So the next thing I'm going to talk about is you need an audience that is hungry to buy from you. So remember when I said I spent a ton of money on Facebook ads? I spent about 60,000 on Facebook ads, and I spent more, okay? Because I spent more money. That was just one of the ones that got me really angry, because I just only got old people to come in. So one of the ways to grow your audience, because most affiliate gurus will tell you you don't need an audience to start affiliate marketing, and it's true, you're not lying. So one of the ways to grow your audience without having a large audience, okay, is that you have to use paid advertising. So if you have the money to invest in paid advertising, which is the biggest investment you can make in your entire life, and your paid advertising must convert. If your ad is not converting, then you're not gonna make any sale. Okay, you're not gonna make any money back. All right. So another thing that I hear these people that talk about Facebook advertising on, in Nigeria talk about, they tell you you have to use a large amount of money, put in 50,000, 100. That's what we're hearing. That's what I was hearing then. Right? They tell you to do all of that stuff, and then you should put the age range between 18 to 60 years old. What do I want to do with 60 years old? That was what made my ad crappy, because that's what started bringing old people into my ad. Okay? So here is how Facebook ad works. The thing is that you have to put a specific age range. And if you check on Facebook ads library, you're going to see your competitors ad. When you see your competitors ad, you're going to see the age range your competitors are using. And sometimes when you see those Facebook ads on your Facebook timeline, you can click on those three dotted buttons by the top right corner, and you're going to see all the information gathered from person running the ad just to target you. Okay, so look at the age. Okay, I'm 23 or I'm 24 or I'm at the age of 30 or 31. So most people put that age range. Some people put age range from 20 to 31 or 34 or 35 or even sometimes close to 40. Some people still put 40. Okay, so that's how you're going to get good leads, not by putting a wide age range of 80 to 60. You're just going to get a bunch of old people. Okay, because the reason why they say you should do that, this is one of the reasons they gave. They said if you put the age of 60, okay, some of this young people that like teenagers, like people that are not above 18, tend to use age of 60 years old, 50 and all of that to just start Facebook. I get it. It's a good point, but it's not my target audience. I don't want to target people at the age of 60. So there are like 2 billion plus people on Facebook. There are so many people that Google Ads can reach out to. So why not be specific with the age range I'm looking for? So when I did that, I got the right audience into my funnel. Okay. Now you can use either email marketing or WhatsApp marketing, but I prefer using WhatsApp marketing because the country or the region where I am, most people spend their time on WhatsApp, okay, than emails. Okay. So you find these people on WhatsApp 24/7. So it's a great place to create a broadcast list or a community or group just to get them in, get their contacts, get them to see their contacts, and they can see your status, and you can keep following up and giving them valuable content. Okay, don't sell directly to your audience. If you want an audience that is hungry to buy from you, you have to give them value. Okay, there's always a system to give value, sale, value, sale, value, sale. Okay, so don't think you're wasting your time giving them such an amount of value. You can just pick something that you can give them for free. You can host a free class or a free webinar where you just talk about it, and at the end there's something to talk about, which is something that is in my paid course, or there's a way we give out information, okay, in general, right? So you have to know how to do that. Okay, so still on audience, this is how to grow your audience. I talked about you using paid advertising. So the next one is you using organic traffic. Okay, so if you don't have much money to invest, you can decide to use organic traffic, and it might take you a long period of time. It might take you months, depending on the audience you already have, or even if you don't have an audience, depending on how deliberate and consistent you are, you can build your audience in a month, or in 2 months you can get an audience of 16,000 plus. But for me, I use paid advertising because it just brings in people straight to me, to my WhatsApp and everything. But now I'm trying to grow organically too as well on social media platforms, and it might take me a lot of time because I'm not really a social media person, so it might take me a lot of time, but I'm taking my time to do it. Now, for the art of closing a sale, most people close sales wrongly. The reason is because you're trying to close the sale just by selling directly. Now, when I was closing sales in the first 6 months, that was my problem, like I said. I started sending people buy stuff, and at the end, most of them blocked me. Some of them don't send messages to them again, and it was really frustrating because I was like, why are they not buying? And sometimes, you're about to close a sale with someone, and they throw in an objection, and then you're running to go get an answer. But that person will not buy from you anymore because you're wasting time. They can't trust you. That's really like in the person's mind, like, why are you taking so much time to answer this question? That means this is not guaranteed. Like this person I asked you, you've not been asked before, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out. So many things go through the person's mind from not answering that objection. So what can you do about this? You want to answer your objections from the beginning of your funnel. Like, answer your objections before the prospects gets to where you're going to sell that stuff to them. So when you sell it to them, it becomes more easy. And when you're throwing objections, always have objection formats to answer your prospects. Don't go around looking for objections. Answer them within the next 3 seconds, because people's lifespan of attention is now reduced to 3 seconds. I get annoyed when just chatting with a website customer care service. Like if I send a message and they tell me they're going to respond to me in a minute's time, right? And I wait for a minute. The next thing I send is, are you people serious? And I get angry because it told me a minute, and you're not there by a minute. Okay, so I get angry. So people like that, right? You have to answer them immediately. You might not give them the time frame they're going to answer the questions, but answering the questions on time makes them trust you more. Yeah, you can handle this. You can handle this. This is true. What you're saying is good. Yeah. That's what I'm going through. You've answered my question. Okay, now I'm ready to buy from you. All right. So the person I said is that you have to answer all the objections before they get to your final destination, or if there's more objections, try and answer them on time. And that secret alone made me $1,000 plus on affiliate marketing. So I hope with these few tips, I've been able to help you understand why you're not making sales and how to get an audience that's hungry to buy from you, how to close your sales, and how to build your audience. And in case you need an affiliate course to start with, you want to sign up in marketing, there is a link in the description where you can click and join our community and get more course, step-by-step guide that will help you make your first $1,000 online as an affiliate marketer. So guys, I'll see you in the next one.